Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswati Namaha, Shri Satgurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Janakalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Satgurum Brahmavidvaram. Krishno Rikshatu Mam Charachara Guru Krishnam Namasye Sada Krishne Naiva Surakshito Ramasakrat Krishnaya Dattam Manaha Krishna Deva Samudbhavo Mama Vibho Krishnasya Dasosmiham Krishne Bhaktirachanchalastu Bhagavan He Krishna Ruphyam Namaha He Krishna Ruphyam Namaha. I think we have seen so far dasakam 80.
81.
We have to start today 81.
81, 3 slokas done, Swamiji.
2 slokas.
2 slokas done. We start.
We start from the beginning.
Yeah, okay.
People must have forgotten. Yes, okay.
Snigdham mugdham satatamapitam lalayan satyabhamam yato bhoya saha khalutaya yaknyaseni vivaham partha prityai punarapi mana gasthito hasti puryam shakra prastham puramapi vibho samvidhaya gato bhoh.
Tvam satatam api lalayan. You who had been constantly delighting Satyabhamam, the newly married Satyabhama. So we have seen the wedding of first Rukmini, then Jambavati, then Satyabhama. 3 wives we have seen. Now in this dasakam, Bhattadri is going to bring the main 8 wives and also the 16,000 wives. So you are going to see all the wedding of 16,008 wives in one dasakam. There are so many stories he has packed here. So very briefly, in 10 verses, he has told so many stories. How briefly he condensed everything. It is a wonder, a real wonder. It is a great ability of the poet here. You can see that. Tam mugdham snigdham, who was most alluring and greatly attached to you. Bhuyaha yataha sahataya kalu. Then along with her you went. Yajnaseni vivaham, for the marriage of Yajnaseni is Draupadi, because she was born of Yajna, so it's called Yajnaseni. So the story, background story, you must know that Pandavas were believed to have burned in the lakh house. But because of Vidurji's prompt action, they escaped through a tunnel underground. Then after some time, they roamed about in the forest in the guise of Brahmanas. And they heard there is a wedding in Drupada's palace. As Brahmanas, they thought they will get some good food. So they came there. Bhagavan Krishna and Balrama along with Satyabhama, also attended the wedding on invitation. There, Arjuna, when he saw the challenge that all the kings, they tried, they could not achieve the goal. It was a peculiar test that on top of the ceiling, a fish was rotating with certain speed. One who is able to shoot an arrow in the eye of that fish, looking at the reflection, not directly, looking at the reflection in the water, he will be able to marry Draupadi. This was the test. And this test was arranged because Drupada wanted to marry Draupadi to Arjuna. That also another story, okay? Because Dronacharya and Drupada, they were classmates in the Gurukula. So when they were, Dronacharya was very poor. As a Brahmana, he was very poor. So, but then, as a children growing up, he said, when I become the king, Drupada said, when I become the king, I will give you half my kingdom. I will make you equal. We are friends. Like that he said. And Dronacharya, when he saw his own son, when he is asking for milk, the mother did not have milk to give him. So she put rice powder and mixed it and gave it to him. And the child innocently drank it. Seeing that condition, Dronacharya could not take it. What kind of a father I am? I'm not able to even provide little milk to my son. This moved him, and he thought of his friend. Now he has become the king. He promised when we were young that he will give me half kingdom. So with that thought, he went and approached Drupada. And Drupada is a king now. He has forgotten as a child what he said. And when he Dronacharya reminded that this is what you told me, I have come to claim your promise. Drupada said, what? I am a king now. I have to take care of my kingdom. I must have prattled something as my child, but that is not valid now. So I cannot give you, I can give you some cows as a dhanam, and whatever money you want, I can give you, but not half kingdom. Dronacharya refused because his pride did not allow him to accept charity like that. He said, you have promised me, so you have to give. That was his thinking. So he came back disappointed, and then he became the teacher guru for the Kauravas, including Pandavas, and he taught them well. As a Guru Dakshina, he asked Kauravas, Drona, Duryodhanadi, go and defeat Drupada and bring him alive. And Duryodhana and the 100 brothers went. They could not defeat him. And they came back. They themselves got defeated. And then he sent Arjuna. Arjuna went and defeated Drupada and brought him alive to Dronacharya. Now Dronacharya said, I have defeated you. And as promised by you, I will divide the kingdom into two halves. Half kingdom is mine, half kingdom is yours. Now we are equal. And Drupada was sent back. And seeing the prowess and ability of Arjuna, Drupada decided that his daughter will be married to Arjuna. That is the But then they heard that the Pandavas were burnt. So they thought that they're all burnt, he will not come back. But then equal to Arjuna, somebody is there. They wanted to find out. That is why they put up that particular test. But Arjuna himself was alive. The guise of a Brahmana. He went and shot the arrow skillfully and were wedded to Draupadi. And as Brahmanas, generally they go and beg for food. When they bring back, they will first give it to mother. Mother, please see what we have brought today. Without seeing what it is, she announced from inside, whatever it is, share it among yourself. Now that words came out of mother's mouth, when she came out and saw, it was not food. It was a beautiful woman standing there. Then she regretted what came out of her mouth. And at that time, Vyasa Bhagavan came and consoled them. This is Draupadi's fate. Previous life, Bhagavan was pleased, Lord Shiva was pleased with her Pativrata Dharma, Pativritya Dharma, and asked of her what boon you want. At that time, Draupadi said 5 qualities of a husband. Now 5 qualities cannot be in one person. So Bhagavan bless, you will have 5 husbands. That is how in this life she was wedded to 5 husbands. So that is what Bhattadri is saying here. Bhagavan attended the marriage of Yajnaseni Draupadi. Punaha astitaha manat abhi. Then staying for some more time. Asthipuryam partha prityai vibhotvam. At Hastinapura, to the delight of Arjuna, all-powerful Lord, you did Agadaha Abhu Samvidaya Abhi. Come back to Dwaraka after establishing also Puram Chakraprastham, a city named Indraprastha. This story also you must be knowing that after the wedding of Draupadi, Kauravas came to know that Pandavas are alive and now they are associated with Drupada, a powerful king. So they have to accept Pandavas. And with the strong recommendation of Bhishma Pitamaha and Vidurji and Dronacharya, Dhritarashtra has to accept them. And then they divided the kingdom into half. Half means a bad portion was given to Pandavas. And with the help of Bhagavan Sri Krishna and Indra himself ordered Vishwakarma to build a beautiful palace, Indraprastha, and establish the kingdom there. And they become more prosperous than Kauravas. And seeing that Pandavas are well established, Bhagavan came back to Dwaraka. Continuing. Bhadram, Bhadram.
भद्रां भद्रां भवदवरजां कौरवेनार्थ्यमानां त्वद्वाचाताम् अहर्तकुहनामास्करी शक्रसूनुः तत्र क्रुद्धं बलमनुनयन् प्रत्यगास्तेन सार्धं शक्रप्रस्थं प्रियसखमुदे सत्यभामा सहायः
Tvatvacha Shakrasunuhu. Shakrasunu means son of Indra, that is Arjuna. As advised by you. Now this is also another story. That the Pandavas had an agreement that every 1 year this Draupadi spent with one husband. That was the arrangement. During that time, if somebody disturbs, then that person has to go 1 year. Desadana, go on a tour. That was a condition. So one day it so happened that a Brahmana lost his cow and they approached Arjuna. Please retrieve my cow, please find out where it is, etc. So Brahmana's request. Arjuna being a Kshatriya, he has to oblige. But his, the bow and arrow, they were kept in Yudhishthira's place. So he had to disturb the privacy of Yudhishthira and Draupadi. So he went there and took his bow and arrow, but he broke the promise. So therefore, he had to go on a pilgrimage. During that time, on a pilgrimage, he disguised as a monk. He went around, and at that time, Bhagavan came to know about it. He invited him to Dwarka as an ascetic. And then when Balarama came to know there is a young ascetic there giving discourses on Vedantic text, he invited him to his palace and asked Subhadra, young girl, to serve him. This is what Bhagavan also wanted. And in course of time, Subhadra recognized that this young ascetic is none other than Arjuna, whom she worshipped. And when they recognize each other, of course they fell in love with each other. And then, but in the meantime, what happened? Balarama promised Subhadra's hand for Duryodhana. Because Duryodhana was his favorite disciple for Gada Yuddham. Duryodhana learned from Balarama the Gada Yuddham. Therefore, he liked him very much as a disciple. So he wanted to give in hand Subhadra. That also was advised by Shakuni Mama. Shakuni Mama advised Duryodhana, you please get married to Subhadra and establish your relationship with the Yadavas and Krishna. Then nobody can touch you. That was his advice. Shakuni's advice. So therefore, Duryodhana was after Balarama to get married to Subhadra. But Bhagavan knew all these things. So he doesn't wanted to give Subhadra to Duryodhana. And naturally, he wanted her to get married to Arjuna. Now the strategy was very interesting. Bhagavan advised Subhadra, escape with Arjuna. So, and she was told that you take the charioteer position, driver's position, and Arjuna be at the back as a warrior. So naturally, when they were escaping, the soldiers came to know something is off. So they chased him, and Arjuna, of course, he can defeat them very easily. And they escaped. When this news came to Balarama, Balarama was furious. He said, let us take our army and destroy the whole Pandavas. At that time, Bhagavan consoled him. It looks like not Arjuna to Subhadra, it looks like Subhadra to Arjuna. Why? How do you say that? Because she was driving the chariot. When somebody drives the chariot, then he was sitting at the back. How can you say Arjuna took her? It is Subhadra who took him. But therefore, we cannot complain. It is our own daughter has done this, sister has done this. So it will be, suppose you challenge and they will tell you, I didn't kidnap her. Your sister has kidnapped me. If they say, it is a shame on us. And not only that, if you go and kill what you call Arjuna now, they are already married. And what will happen? My sister become widow. And that will be more suffering. We are bringing suffering to her. Like this, Bhagavan argued and convinced Balarama. Then Balarama became calm down. Then he sent so much of wealth as a what you call dowry. And those lists are given in Bhagavatam. My God, so much wealth was given and then appeased by Krishna. That is what is told here. So, Tvacha Shakrasunu, as advised by you, the son of Indra, Arjuna, Kuhanamaskari Ahrta, this guy is a fake ascetic, took away Bhavadavarajam Bhadram Tam Bhadram, your sister, the blessed Subhadra, Arthamanam Kauravena, who was sought after by the Kaurava prince Duryodhana, Anunayan Balam Kruddham Tatra, appeasing Balarama, who was furious on that account, Tvam Satyabhama Sahayaha, you with the help and company of Satyabhama, Pratyaga Sardham Tena, set out along with him Balarama, Shakraprastham Priyasakhamute, for Indraprastha, to the delight of your dear friend. So Balarama and Krishna went to Indraprastha to see their sister get properly married. That continuing.
तत्र क्रीडन्नपि च यमुना कूलदृष्टां गृहीत्वा तां काळिन्दीं नगरमगमः पाण्डव प्रीणिताग्निः भ्रातर्त्रस्तां प्रणयविवशां देवपैतृष्वसेयीं राज्ञां मध्ये सपदि जहृषे मित्रविन्दाम् अवन्तीम्.
Tvam kridan tatra. As you are sporting there in Indraprastha, Khandava Prinitagnihi. And they were walking, Arjuna and Krishna used to walk around. At that time, Agni Devata appeared before Arjuna and requested that, I am hungry, you have to feed me. So Arjuna asked, what is to be done? He said that there is a Khandava Vana. I will burn that. But I want to eat up everything there. If anybody is coming out, you have to watch. Then nobody should escape from there. So Arjuna promised that, and then Khandavavana was totally in a blaze, and all the animals and all that coming out, Arjuna saw to it that they all go back and become ahara of Agni. So, pleased by Arjuna's act, the fire god became happy, and after that, this Agni Devata has given him, that is called Gantiva, the bow. That was very famous for Arjuna. That was given by Agni Devata. Grihitva tam Kalindim. And Kalindi, that is Yamuna. Yamuna Nadi, the presiding deity of Yamuna Nadi is Kalindi. She was a beautiful woman, and walking along the river, Bhagavan noticed her and asked her, who are you looking for? He said, I am looking for you only, Bhagavan. Then they were married, that is Kalindi was married. Api Yamuna Kula Drishtam was seen by you on the banks of Yamuna. Agamaha Nagaram Cha. Then after marrying Kalindi, he came back to Dwaraka. Hey Deva, O Lord, who has assumed the sportive human form, Tvam Sapati Jahishe, you constantly abducted, instantly abducted. Sapati Jahrishe, you abducted Madhye Ratnyam, in the midst of all kings assembled for Swayamvara, Mitravindam Paidrishvaseyi. Now next wife is called Mitravinda, the daughter of your paternal aunt. Avanti and princess of Avanti. Pranaya Vivasham, who was desperately in love with you. But at the same time, she was afraid of Bhratratrastam. She was afraid of her brothers. Yet she had two brothers by name Vinda and Anuvinda. And listening to the wrong advice of Duryodhana, they were determined to see that she was not married to Krishna. And therefore they arranged a Swayamvara. And she was told that she should choose a husband other than Krishna. But in Swayamvara, these things happen. Kidnapping happened, like Rukmini. Bhagavan came to know and he kidnapped her. So this is the, so first Rukmini, then Jambavati, then Satyabhama, then Kalindi, now Mitravinda. 5. Satyam Gatva.
Satyam gatva punarudavaho naknajinnandanam tam badhva saptapi cha vrishavaran saptamurtir nimeshat bhadram nama pradadarutate devasantartanadyaha tatsodarya varada bhavata sapi paitrashvaseyi.
Tvam punaha gatva udavaha. You thereafter went to Kosala and married Tam Satyam Nagna Jinnandanam. Nagna Jinnandanam. The well-known Satya, daughter of Nagnajit. Saptamurti son. Now the condition for marrying her was very strange. He had 7 strong bulls. And the one who is able to tie all the 7 powerful bulls and tie them and tame them, only then that person can marry this Satya. That was the condition. And Bhagavan, so many people tried, they were not able to, because 7 bulls were so powerful. One man cannot do it. But what Bhagavan did, Bhagavan assumed 7 forms and tied them together. And thus he won the hand of Satya. So Saptamurti san sabadhva nimeshat, assuming 7 bodies simultaneously and tying up instantly, Abhisapta Vrishavaran, all the 7 powerful bulls, Adhadeva Sandardhanadhyaha. Thereafter, O Lord, Sandardhana and others, Pradhaduhu te gave in marriage to you their sister, thus Sodaryam Nama Bhadram, their sister by name Bhadra. He Varada, bestower of boons, Sa api bhavataha paidrishvaseyi. She was also your father's niece. So Bhadra and Satya. So it's 7 of them now. Continuing.
पार्थाद्यैरप्यकृतलवनं तोयमात्राभिलक्ष्यं लक्षं छित्त्वा शपरमवृताः लक्ष्मणां मद्रकन्याम् अष्टावेवं तव समभवन् वल्लभास्तत्र मध्ये शुश्रोतत्वं सुरपतिगिरा भौमदुश्चेष्टितानि.
The last one is Lakshmana. Now Lakshmana's condition also same like Draupadi. So remember. Tvam chitva laksham shafaram. You after hitting the target in the shape of a fish, toyamatrabhilaksham, seen only as a reflection in water, akrutalavanam apiparthadyehi, and which could not be pierced even by Arjuna and others, avrthaha lakshmanam madraganyam, married Lakshmana, daughter of the king of Madra. Evam samabhavan, thus came into existence. I think from Madra only Madras came, I think. Evam samabhavan, thus came into existence. Tava ashtau vallabhaha, your 8 beloved wives. Madhye tatratvam susrotaha. In the midst of all these, there you heard Bhauma duschestidani, of the wicked deeds of Bhauma, Narakasura, son of Bhumi Devi, Surapati Gira, through the words of the king of Devas. So we have 8 wives: Rukmini, Satyabhama, Jambavati, Kalindi, Mitravanda, Satya, Bhadra, and Lakshmana. These 8 wives represent Bhagavan Ashta Prakriti. Bhumirapo Nalo Vanni, Bhumirapo Nalo Vayu. What is that verse in 7th chapter? Ahankara iti yamme bhinna prakriti rashtada. So all the 5 elements, Bhumi, Apaha, Vanni, Vayuhu, Akasha. So Akasha, Vayu, Ragni, Rapa, Prithvi, 5. Then Ahankaram, Manoha, Buddhi, Ahankaram. These are the Ashtada Prakriti, lower Prakriti of Bhagavan. These 8 wives represent these 8 Prakriti, Ashtada Prakriti of Bhagavan, and he is wedded to them, definitely. And what about 16,000? I'll tell you. Now what happened is this Bhagavan came back with all his 8 wives to Dwaraka. And this Narakasura was actually born to Bhumi Devi. Now, how this has happened, that also you should know. So when Bhagavan took Varaha Avatara time, Bhagavan lifted Bhumi Devi. And that sparshanam of Bhagavan with Bhumi Devi, that has created a child. And that child is Narakasura. Actually, Narakasura was born to Bhagavan and Bhumi Devi. And this Narakasura had a boon also. He propitiated Bhagavan and he got a boon. He said, I should not be killed by anybody other than my own mother. He thought that mother will not kill her own son. So he was completely insured. He thought that nobody can kill him. So what he did was, he caught hold of 16 young girls, thinking that one day he will get married to them, and imprison them. Somehow, these ladies sent a letter to Bhagavan. And Bhagavan was thinking, what is the next course of action? At that time, Indra appeared before Bhagavan in Dwaraka and requested him to help him, because Narakasura took the kundalam, the earrings of Aditi. Now, what is there if you lose a kundalam? You may ask, what is there? But it is not an ordinary kundalam, it is a celestial kundalam. Maybe, 24 karat diamond or whatever. Very expensive. So, whatever it is, it was a prestigious issue. And he took the umbrella of Indra also. That is also another insult to Indra. So he said, he cannot be defeated by me. I also tried to fight with him. I could not defeat him. He had this protection of a boon. So, Lord, please do something to retrieve my mother's kundalam and my umbrella. So, Bhagavan set out to fight with Narakasura.
स्मृतायातं पक्षिप्रवरम् अधिरूढस्त्वमगमो वहन्नङ्के भामामुपवनमिवाराति भवनं विभिन्दन् दुर्गाणि त्रुतिदपृतनाशोणितरसरैः पुरं तावत् प्राग्ज्योतिषमकुरुता शोणितपुरम्.
Tam adhiruda pakshipravaram. You mounted upon the foremost of bird, Garuda. Smrutayatam, who arrived instantly on your mere wish. Vahan bhamam ange, and carrying Satyabhama on your lap. Agamaha aradi bhavanam, entered the abode of the enemy, Naraka. Now, see, it's very significant that Satyabhama accompanied Bhagavan Krishna for this particular war, not other war. Not every war she did not go. Only this particular war. Why? Satyabhama is none other than Bhumi Devi. That is why. Iva Upavanam, as if entering a sporting garden. Tavat Vibhindan Durgani, and he had a very formidable fortress, Prakjyotisha. So, but Bhagavan broke all the barriers. So this Prakjyotisha, the particular fortress was described. The description is given in Bhagavatam, that all the 5 elements, layer by layer, was protecting this fortress. Trutita prita nashonita rasaihi, blood flowing from the destroyed enemy. Akuruthaha Pragjyotisham Puram, you did make the city of Pragjyotisha. Shonitapuram, a city of blood. Shonitapuram.
मुरस्त्वां पञ्चास्यो जलधिवनमध्याद् उदपटत् सचक्रे चक्रेण प्रदलितशिरामंशु भवता चतुर्दन्तैः दन्ताबलपतभिरिन्धानसमरं रथाङ्गेन छित्त्वा नरकमकरोस्तीर्णनरकम्.
Panchasya Muraha Udapatad, from the ocean. It was protecting the city from the ocean. Asura with 5 heads, his name was Mura, attacked Bhagavan. That's why Bhagavan is called Murari. This particular Asura Bhagavan killed. Tvam Jaladhivana Madhyat. Mura attacked you from the midst of the depth of the ocean. Sa Mangshu Pradalita Shira Chakre. He instantly got his head severed. Bhavata Chakrena. By you with your discus chakra. Tatatvam Chitva Rathangena. Then you chopping with the discus. Narakam Indhana Samaram. Narakasura, who was fighting like a raging fire. Dandavalapatibihi Chadurdandaihi, with his powerful elephants with 4 tusks. Akaroho Tirna Narakam, made him get across the real Naraka. Now, this is one story, but Bhattadari has very fast, very quickly told Narakasura Vatham, very fast. That is, another version is there. During the fight with Narakasura, because of his particular boon, Bhagavan was not able to defeat him. And he knew that only Satyabhama can kill him. So what Bhagavan did, this Narakasura shot an arrow to Bhagavan. Bhagavan was hit by that arrow and Bhagavan pretended that he is unconscious. Fell down in the chariot. Seeing her husband falling down, she could not take it. So what Satyabhama did, she took the bow and arrow, shot Narakasura. And naturally, Narakasura was killed by the arrow of his own mother, that is Satyabhama. She didn't know that. But here Bhattadari says, Bhagavan cut off his head with this chakra. Continuing.
स्तुतो भूम्या राज्यं सपदि भगदत्तेस्य तनये गजं चैकं दत्त्वा प्रजिघयितनागा निजपुरीं खलेनाबद्धानां स्वगतमनसां षोडश पुनः सहस्राणि स्त्रीणामपि च धनराशिं च विपुलम्.
Sapadistutaha bhumya. Narakasura was killed. Bhumi Devi appeared, extolled instantly. And Dattva Rajyam Ekam Gajam Cha. And gave the kingdom and one elephant to his Asya Tanaye Bhagadatte Punaha. To his Narakasura's son Bhagadatta, he gave the kingdom and one elephant. And rest of the wealth and the elephants, etc., he sent to Dwarka. Tvam prachikat itha nijapuri. You did send to your own city, Dwarka. Sodasya sahasrani strinam. 16,000 girls were imprisoned. He released them and told them first that you can now go back to your own place, you are all free. And those ladies said, Bhagavan, where we can go now? When we go back, our parents will not accept us. The society will not accept us. Because we were under the control of this Asura, nobody will believe us. We were pure. What we can do? So you have to accept us. So Bhagavan was forced to accept these 16,000 girls and he sent them back to Dwarka. Abadhanam Kalena, who are kept in confinement by the wicked Naraka, Swagata Manasam, and whose minds were turned towards you, and Nagan, the rest of the elephants, Apicha Vipulam Dhanarashim, along with an extensive hoard of wealth. So that is why 16,000 wives he married. What is the significance of that? It is said that when we get up from morning and from our bed in the morning till we go to sleep, it seems we entertain 16,000 different varieties of thoughts. All the thoughts are wedded to consciousness. So that is what is the play of our thoughts and housed in Prakriti, nature. is what is meant by 16,008 wives. Okay. Now this is one of those stick all those padris use for conversion in India. It happened in Poland. In Poland, this Hare Krishna people went and started converting all those young boys, girls. Not only that, they shaved their hair, put on a chutti and all that on the street, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So all these Christian missionaries, they got very upset with them. And they filed a complaint to the court that these people, Hare Krishna people, are brainwashing our youngsters, destroying our culture. And they are worshipping a guy who has married 16,008 wives. This is the story they are teaching, corrupting the mind of our youngsters, etc. They complained. So Hare Krishna people also hired a Jewish lawyer. And finally the case came to the court. So this Jewish lawyer brought a witness. It was a nun, a Catholic nun. He asked the nun, please raise your hand. She refused to raise hand, but finally the court ordered, you have to raise your hand. When she raised the hand, there was a ring in the finger. The lawyer asked, what is this ring meant by? She was hesitant to answer. Finally, with persuasion, she said, the ring represents that I am wedded to Christ. Then the lawyer asked, how many nuns are there in your seminary? There were thousands of them in one seminary. Like that, in the whole world, how many are there? Countless. So, when you are wedded to Christ in thousands, so what to talk about 16,000? At least there is a number. Here there is no number. What is wrong in that? So this is, generally this is the answer given for such questions. Anyway, continuing.
भौमापाहृतकुण्डलं तददितेः दातुं प्रयातो दिवं शक्राद्यैर्महितः समं दयितया द्युस्त्रीषु दत्तह्रिया हृत्वा कल्पतरुं वृषाभिपतितं जित्वेन्द्रमभ्यागमः तत्तु श्रीमददोष ईदृश इति व्याख्यातुमेवाकृताः.
Now, look at this. After that, Bhagavan recovered the kundalam and the umbrella, and he wanted to go to heaven. He went to heaven and presented that to Indra Devata, and he was very happy. And here Bhattadri says, he went with Satyabhama to Devaloka, and the Satyabhama was more beautiful than the celestial angels there. So who put to shame the celestial damsels? Dhadum Adidehe, to give back to Aditi, Tat Bhaumahrita Kundalam, that ear ornament stolen by Narakasura. Mahitaha Sakradyehe, and you are worshipped by Indra and others. Then as they were roaming about in the Indra's garden, Nandanavanam. There, Satyabhama saw Kalpavriksha, and she was fascinated by that. So, she said, let us take this Kalpavriksha to earth. I said, you never asked me anything. Okay, let me take it. So Bhagavan took that Kalpavriksha, and look at this. So this Indra was pleading with Bhagavan to kill Naragasura and retrieve that ear ornament and his umbrella. Now Bhagavan took one Parijada, and he thought that he's stealing Parijada from heaven. Look at this. And the whole thing, the world is belonging to Bhagavan. How can he steal? But Indra forgot his own ego. Ahankara came. He went and attacked Indra. Bhagavan. Indra went and attacked Bhagavan. But Bhagavan, Indra is nobody. He can defeat him in no time. He defeated all the Devatas and Indra also, and took the Kalpavriksha to the Dwaraka. And then where did he plant? That is also very interesting. So this Rukmini Satyabhama's house are, next to each other. So Bhagavan planted the Kalpadaru in Satyabhama's, courtyard. But he saw that the flowers are falling in Rukmini's house. And that was another quarrel afterwards, that I will tell you later. Tattu akritaha eva, that indeed you did only Vyakhyadam Srimada Doshaha, to illustrate to the world what a bad result of the pride of prosperity Idrisha iti would be like. So, Indra's pride continued.
Kalpadrum Satyabhama Bhavana Bhuvi Srijan Dvyashta Sahasrayoshah Svikritya Pratyagaram Vihita Bahuvapuhu Lalayan Keli Bhedaihi Ashcharyan Naradalokita Vividhagatihi Tatra Tatrapi Gehe Bhoya Sarvasu Kurvan Dasha Dasha Tanayan Pahivatalayesha.
Srijan Kalpadrum, planting the wish-yielding Kalpadaru, Satyabhama Bhavana Bhuvi, on the site adjoining the mansion of Satyabhama, Svikritya Vyashta Sahasrayosha, having accepted all 16,000 women, Lalayanta Kelibhedehi, and delighting them with the different amorous sports, Vihida Bahu Vapuhu Pratyagaram, and he assumed numerous forms to suit every household. Narada Lokita Vividhagadihi, and engaged in different ways of life as seen by sage Narada. Narada was wondering how he is able to manage these 16,008 wives. And he went on an inspection tour. Everywhere he saw different form of Bhagavan doing different things. And all the wives were having complete Krishna. It is not that they shared one Krishna. Acharya tatra tatra vigehe, with great amazement, repeatedly in every mansion. Uyaha kurvan sarvasu. And also you see, in all wives, Bhagavan begot 10 children. Think about the population of children there. They had their own university, you see. School and university, their own. And other wonder is that Bhagavan remembered everybody's name. That is the thing. Think about it. 16,000 multiplied by 10. What a population. Tanayan Desadasha issued in 10 each. Tum he Vatalayesa, you, O Lord of Guruvayur, Pahimam, protect me. With that dasakam is over. Now we'll come to the next one, next class. This is, next story is Banasura. Banasura is not killed, but his pride is quenched. Check. We'll see that next class. Next Saturday also I am not here. I'll be in Orlando. I'll let you know.
Okay, Swamiji. Thank you.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you
Thank you,
so much.
Swamiji.
Yeah.